Welcome, my dear students, to Standard 10 class Science and Technology Part 2 Towards Green Energy will continue. We begin with the power generation plant based on the energy of natural gas. Look at the flow chart over there. You can see in the compressor, air is pressurized from outside and sent to the combustion chamber along with the natural gas. The gas burns in presence of pressurized air and forms a gas of very high temperature and pressure. This high temperature gas is passed on to the turbine, which rotates and in turn rotates the generator, producing potential difference. The generator then produces electricity. Look at the second diagram over there. The chemical energy of the natural gas is converted into kinetic energy of the hot gas produced due to combustion of natural gas. Kinetic energy of this hot gas runs the turbine and electrical energy is generated. Look at the schematic diagram over there. Fuel, that is natural gas, is burnt in presence of pressurized air in the combustion chamber. A hot gas of very high temperature and pressure is produced as a result of this and runs the turbine. When the gas runs the turbine, the used up gas is introduced in the atmosphere as shown in the diagram as emission of hot gases. The turbine rotates the magnet of the generator and produces electricity. The efficiency of this type of power generation plant is higher than that of power generation plant based on coal. Moreover, since the natural gas does not contain sulfur, burning of natural gas results in less pollution. Hydroelectric energy, kinetic energy in flowing water or potential energy in water reservoir is a conventional source of energy. In hydroelectric power plant, the potential energy in water stored in dam is converted into kinetic energy of water. Fast flowing water is brought from the dam to the turbine at the bottom of the dam. The kinetic energy of the flowing water drives the turbine. The turbine in turn drives the generator to generate electricity. Look at the flow chart over there. Water reservoir with potential energy stored in it is converted into kinetic energy, which runs the water turbine and generates electricity with the help of the generator. Look at the schematic diagram of hydroelectric power plant. A dam is built across the river to store the water of high quantity. Through the wall of the dam, there are sluice gates, that is gate A, B and C. Sluice gate is a sliding gate for controlling the flow of water. When the sluice gate at B point is opened, the water from reservoir will start flowing. The potential energy of the stored water will become kinetic energy of water that is let out through the sluice gates. If the channel taking water to turbine starts at point A, then the water will flow with a greater speed. Since point A is at height, water will acquire speed. This will result into more efficient rotation of the blades of the turbine. The electricity generation will become more efficient. If the channel taking water to turbine starts from point C, it will affect the electricity generation adversely. Point C is on the lower height as compared to the channel that carries water to the turbine. The flow of the water will be affected, resulting into improper rotation of the blades of the turbine. This will certainly affect the electricity generation. Since no fuel is burnt in hydroelectric plant, no air pollution due to combustion of fuel results. However, considering the issues like forced migration of large community, submerging of forest and fertile land, adverse effect on living creatures in the river, it has always been a point of debate whether the hydroelectricity is environment friendly or not. Advantages of hydroelectric power generation. First point, since no fuel is burnt in hydroelectric power generation, there is no pollution resulting from combustion of fuels. Second point, if there is sufficient water storage in the dam, it is possible to generate electricity as and when necessary. Third point, although water reservoir is used for power generation, it can be replenished during rainy season, leading to uninterrupted power generation. Problems associated with hydroelectric power plant. First point, the backwater due to storage of water in dam may submerge villages or towns in that area. This leads to the problem of rehabilitation of the displaced population. Moreover, this can also submerge forest as well as fertile land. Second point, the obstruction of the flow of river water may have adverse effect on living world in the river. Electricity generation using wind energy. The kinetic energy in wind has been used since long for lifting of water, for driving of the flour mill, etc. The wind energy can also be used for electricity generation. The machine which converts the kinetic energy of wind to electrical energy is called as the wind turbine. As the wind strikes the blades of the turbine, the blades rotate. The axle of the turbine is connected to the electrical generator through a gear box. Bearings serve to reduce friction and allow for smooth rotation of the shaft. The function of the gearbox is to increase the rotations per unit time. Thus, the rotating blades drive the turbine and the turbine in turn drives the generator to generate electricity. Look at the first diagram. The kinetic energy of the wind rotates the turbine, which is the kinetic energy of the turbine, and which in turn is converted into electricity. Second diagram shows that wind with required velocity runs the turbine with large fins, which rotates the generator, producing potential difference, which in turn produces electrical energy. Wind turbines with capacity right from less than 1 kilowatt to about 7 megawatt, that is 7,000 kilowatt, are commercially available. Depending on the wind velocity available at the site of installation, wind turbine with specific capacity is selected. The wind velocity at specific location depends on the geographical factors, for example, climate. Wind velocity is usually high on the seashores, and that environment is appropriate for installation of the wind turbine. Wind energy is a clean source of energy. However, the wind velocity necessary for wind energy generation is not available everywhere. In that sense, use of wind energy is limited. Electric energy generation using solar energy. Using the energy in the sunlight, electrical energy can be generated in two ways. In all the above methods of electricity generation, we have studied the electric generator is driven by some source of energy and electricity is generated by making use of the principle of electromagnetic induction. However, electrical energy can be generated directly from solar radiation without using the generator and without using the principle of electromagnetic induction. This happens in solar photovoltaic cells. Solar photovoltaic cells convert the solar energy directly into electrical energy. In the second method, the energy in solar radiation is converted into thermal energy first, that is, the steam is produced, then a turbine generator system is driven using the thermal energy to generate electricity. Thermal energy generated from coal and nuclear fuel can be used to generate electricity. Thermal energy can also be generated from solar radiation and can be used to produce electricity. Many reflectors reflect and concentrate solar radiation on absorbers. Their solar energy is converted into heat energy. Using this heat energy, steam is generated to drive the turbine and generate electricity. Advantages and limitations of solar energy. Advantages: while generating the power through solar radiations, no fuel is burnt. Solar energy generation does not create any type of pollution. The technology can be completely utilized in regions with abundant sunlight. Solar energy is eco-friendly green energy. Limitations: sunlight is available only during daytime. Thus, solar cells can generate power only during the day. In rainy season and in cloudy conditions, solar energy generation suffers. Thank you.